Здравствуйте, уважаемые игроки и зрители моего канала. Продолжаем с вами проходить Игру Престолов. Сейчас нам надо отправляться на север и помочь людям в Черном замке. Так, куда? Сюда, да? Так. Где у нас там выход? Так, где у нас рынок? Рынок находится где-то там. У тебя есть? Какая-то прям проблема. Ставлю. Много энергии. Что сделал? Так, отлично. Так, ключи север. Нам надо сюда. Так, что и куда нам? Хотел, кстати, доспехи поменять. Так, у тебя ничего такого предмета нету, да? Двуручный. О, львиный зуб. 53. Так, нафиг он нужен. Двуручник тоже не нужен. Запускаем. Так, нет. Так, отлично. Ну, какой-то изогнутый клинок. Так, что нам сюда, что ли, куда-то надо? Мне вообще надо переключиться на Морса. Блин, где тут вход-то? Так. Чё, что-то у него тут вообще бардак. Фига нет. Угу. Щит 185. Что купить? Или не купить? Всегда я купим. Что вообще? Угу. Ладно, фиг с ним. Так, значит, что с кем нам надо поговорить? Так, кто мне показывает, значит, на выход, что ли? Угу. Так, мне нужен полруки. Так, ты что торгуешь зельями? Кисон. Частичное восстановление здоровья. У меня уже все занято. Извиняй. Так, я понимаю так, что он наверху, да? Угу.
Wars in the south are no concern about it. Damn wildlings! Isn't it enough to kill them?
Come here. We are.
Полруки.
May the others take me. Moors, your faith. What happened to you?
It's a long story, Halfhand. I will tell it another time if you don't mind. I'd rather you tell me how things are going here.
You did receive my message, didn't you? After the Gorn tribe fled in a panic, our builder brothers went to Icemark to seal up the door. Another band of wildlings had managed to get to the south of the wall and to hide themselves where they were working. The wildlings attacked in force. I was there to protect our brothers, but things didn't go well. It was impossible to catch them. They would come upon a man alone, tear out his heart and disappear into the forest in a blink of an eye. There was nothing we could do.
Yeah,
Do you mean to say you let them go? You had trackers, soldiers. You should have pursued them. Good gods, the gift is ours.
They had a whole tribe on the lookout in those woods, Moors. Perhaps the murders were specifically intended to bait us into an ambush. And meanwhile, our builder brothers would have been unprotected. No. All we could do was stay and keep our eyes open.
What became of the wildlings?
They're still out there. Once our brothers had safely returned to Castle Black, I took my rangers back to Icemark. But the wildlings didn't wait for us to return. We need you, Moors. Help me find them before they can cause any more damage.
What did your trackers say? Do they have any idea where I should start searching?
The wildlings avoid Castle Black like the plague, that's for sure. But they seem to be heading towards Molestown.
That's unfortunate. It's best if the villagers barricade themselves in their tunnels for a while.
Could you go there, Moors? If wildlings even left the slightest trace, I know you would be able to find it. Drive the fear of the butcher into their hearts.
I'll see to it, Halfhand. If they're in Molestown, I'll find them.
Thank you, my friend. And watch out for yourself. Remember that these wildlings know how to get by unnoticed. I would not like you to fall into a trap that was meant for me.
If that's the case, I will make them regret that they didn't look more closely at me. So long, Ranger.
Ну ладно, напоследок хоть с одичалыми повоюем немного.
And it seems to be working.
Так, мне сейчас надо крутого городок-то. Так. Где мы очутились? Блин, здесь получается один только, да? Ты стоишь и все. У тебя больше нечего купить. Так, 48. Кортик. Вот. 48, 50. Пожиратель сердец. Ну ладно, давай хотя бы такой возьмем. Что за фигня? 308, 368, 30, 100, 500. Так, ладно. Ладно, пошли на выход. Так, где тут дар? Крутовый круток, да? Блин. Куда идти? Явно не сюда.
Enough talking for today, my lovelies. One of old Bear's men comes this way.
A crow?
Over there, Erson? Let's be off, quick.
Am I the only one to find those men suspicious?
Now they make me uneasy too. We should follow them.
Так, мне нужна собака. Что-нибудь чуешь? Ага. Твою мать.
What we're to do with what they have.
Well, carved them up. He killed all those southern vermin and the smugglers who dealt with them too. All at the same time. Mother have mercy. What about your sister? How is
Так.
She's taking it badly. She and her boys are staying with me for now. She refuses to go back home.
Так, ну давай снова собаку. Так. А он куда?
What makes you think you can come into my house? Bugger off.
You can shut your mouth. Did you think to hide from us by burying yourself down this rat hole? Don't play innocent with us.
My friend has some questions for you. I know what he can do, so I suggest you answer them.
Yes, of course. I'm at your service.
Who were those two suspicious fellows you were talking with outside?
Patrons, my lord. Free folk from the gift. They rarely leave their godforsaken farms, so they're wild types, but they're not bad folk.
Is that so? They didn't have the look or smell of farmers, and I've a nose for that sort of thing.
To be honest with you, it was their first time in Molestown. I'd never seen them before, but that's hardly worth soiling your britches for, is it? There are some really lonely hovels out there, so you're lucky sometimes if the folk can even speak 3 words of the common tongue. So when they come by here, they have trouble passing through unnoticed. A bit awkward-like.
What business did you have with them then? You spoke of them being your patrons. Are you a merchant?
Mule driver, sir. If it weren't for people like me, you wouldn't find a single civilized man around here.
What do you mean, mule driver?
The gift is vast, not many real roads. It's long and difficult to get places. So, when a farmer wishes to sell on his harvest, it's more fitting for him if I make the journey for him with my mules. I take a portion of the goods down to Winterfell to fatten up the stocks. The rest I sell to the stewards of Castle Black.
And you couldn't discuss mules within earshot of a sworn brother, eh? Don't try to fool me. I've got a keener ear than you'd think. You know what I think? Your farmers are wildlings. The ones Halfhand told me about. And you are a smuggling piece of shit that's been arming them with weapons. That makes you a traitor to our order, and thus a traitor to the realm. I should gut you right here and piss on your entrails. But you're lucky. I need you to tell me what you know first. Tell me what I need to know. And maybe I'll spare your life.
You damned crows. You always have to know everything, don't you? I couldn't care a fig for your quarrels with the wildlings. Me, I'm a man of trade. Ask me what you need to know and let's get it over with.
I need to find them before they bring blood and carnage to the whole of the gift. Tell me where they are camped.
I've no idea. They hide. All I can tell you is where I was meant to meet them for the trade. There's a trap door that lets you get through from the Molestown tunnels to the surrounding woods. The wildlings were to be watching for me and meeting me there.
I think we are finished here. What do you intend on doing with him, Moors?
When a brother betrays the Night's Watch, he pays with his life. This rat deserves no better.
No, wait. You said you'd let me live if I told you everything. I told you all I know.
I did say that, but I've changed my mind.
You sons of poxy whores. You'll see. Hey, boys. This crow thinks he makes the law around here.
Чё у него тут ничего нет? Мгм. Свет прикольно падает.
Arson, here! It's the one they call the Butcher. He'll track us no more.
Say what you will, savage. I come to serve you as an offering to your white gods.
Thistle, run! Once a brack!
He's a warg, idiot. He can follow me anywhere.
We'll hold him back. Go now.
There's one thing I admire about your kind, lad. You know how to die with dignity.
Так. Угу. Давай. Так. Да чё не за нахер такие сильные-то? Что-то может спеть уже еле живой. Твою мать, а? А, вот смотри. О, блин, это было вообще чутилька в чутильку. Мы все явы использовали. Так, чё куда? А. Так. Стой, куда она? Кто-то в том направлении побежал. Мгм.
It's over here. The girl was running as if the others were on her tail. She didn't even try to cover her tracks.
Do you know where she's going?
Aye, it's the path that leads to Icemark. Those whore sons have gone back to the scene of their crimes. We must make haste. I don't know what the wildling wench is planning, but I'd rather she didn't get too far ahead of us.
As you wish. We're freezing in these woods anyway.
The butcher all on his own. You have to go back. You have to help him.
No, you should have run like you did, woman. Arson has more courage than sense. Besides, he's probably dead by now. Look who comes.
No! Arson!
Butcher, I am the Magna Sabrak. You are not welcome here. You bring death, like all the Crow brothers. The free folk say you roam the night with your dog, and that you know the ways of wargs. Strange rumor, it seems to me. But perhaps you're not quite as witless as your black cloak would have us believe. Maybe we could come to some sort of an agreement.
It's the first time I've heard the likes of you speak of agreement. You must really be desperate, Magna.
Just saving my kind, Butcher. A few days hence we'll be gone, and you'll hear no more of us. No point spilling blood for so little. All we want is to live in peace, south of the wall. We'll go far from the crows, far from your fortress. We'll disappear from sight. Is that not enough for you?
Too late to be begging mercy now, Magna. My rangers were massacred right here so that you could pass.
That was Gorn's work, not mine.
That may well be. So you didn't raise a hand at any of my brothers when they tried to close the gate? I was told of the murders in the night. Corpses with their hearts torn out. The sign of a wildling sacrifice. For that, I'll show you no mercy.
You are mistaken. We broke away from Gorn's men as soon as we got through the wall, and we took part in no battle. As for those murders, yes, we were there. Our trackers were watching you work, but we didn't raise a hand against your brothers. It wasn't us. It was a crow, like yourself, who killed them.
Lies!
Slaughtered one by one. Both victims and the butcher were wearing those black cloaks of yours. The enemy was one of your brothers. Believe me, we come here in peace.
Your place is beyond the wall. You could have all the peace you wanted over there.
No, winter won't be long coming now. There's no peace to be made with the White Walkers.
White Walkers? What is he talking about?
The others. He speaks of the others.
We must take care of our families, Crow. Your wall will protect our women and children from the White Death.
I am the shield that guards the realms of men.
What?
They are the vows I took with my order. The duty of the Night's Watch is to protect men from the horrors that lie beyond the wall, whatever their origins.
And where would you put the wildlings in all this? With the men? Or with the horrors?
I do not know. A little of both, I suppose.
I am but a stranger here, but they seem human enough to me.
I know what it means to lose a family. I cannot blame you for wanting to protect them. Your people can leave, Magna Sabrak, and tell your warriors they owe their lives to the tears of your womenfolk. And no more raids. You will only know peace if the Night's Watch are unaware of your presence. The first I hear of a burning farm, I will come personally to cut off your head. Do you understand?
There are always some reckless ones, but I'll explain. Thank you, Butcher. Come join me up there by the fires. We can speak freely there. You know the way, I believe.
Agreed. I'll come.
Curse you, butcher.
Пойдем. Митя. Сюда, что ли? Так, нет, не ты. Ладно, пойдем повыше. Так, здесь мне не пройти.
Well, I must be the first Magna of the Free Folk to speak with you without an axe in my hand, Butcher.
Not the first, but it is rare enough that you can boast of it when you return beyond the wall.
I don't think I'll be returning back there, Crow. Not before the end of winter in any case. This winter will be long. Very long. Even if the other crows don't catch us, my years will come to an end long before the winter does.
So, you will never set eyes on your lands again. That's quite the sacrifice you're making, Magna. I know something of it myself.
Ha! There's not a lot to miss beyond the wall, Alistair. There's naught but shadow cats and frozen forests over there.
You say that because you don't know those lands well, Butcher. The gorges of the Frostfangs are my home. For me, they are full of happy memories and beauty. There's a cave there where I went after I took my first wife. The sheets of ice were hanging over the entrance like crystal curtains. I had to break them to get in. The cave was filled with echoing music. It was like nothing I'd heard before. We promised each other we'd end our days there. She kept her word. I didn't.
You did it to protect your kind. She would understand.
It doesn't make the price I pay any less heavy.
We must go now. We'll leave you and your clan in peace.
I wanted to give you these, Butcher. These bracelets have been with the dreams of our skin changers for generations. Maybe they will help you remember that not all of what comes from the Free Folk is bad.
I appreciate this gift, Magna. I'll take good care of it.
Так. Тут все завалено. Здесь тоже прохода нет. Так, ни туда и не сюда. Чудо. это виалы идти наполнить.
Beautiful little pig. How could it burn like that?
Твою мать. Так. И продать сразу лишнее все. Угу. $350. О, браслет одичала. Давайте-ка посмотрим. Так, значит, 4 короны, энергии, питание. Ой. Так, стоп, это что? Энергия. Шанс попадания. Да, остальные можно продать. Так вот. Ну ладно, все, пошли. Да господи.
Did you see the stark bastard practicing? He gave all the others a beating. He's a big fellow and bloody tough.
Moors. Finally. So how was the hunt for wildlings?
Да ладно, скажем.
As always, Halfhand. They turned around and settled near Icemark. You do not need to send another patrol after them. They are just food for the vultures now.
Very well. The peasants of the gift can now sleep in peace. We owe you a lot, Butcher.
I don't know. These were different. They didn't seem very threatening to me. All they wanted was to find shelter by the wall to live through the winter. You should have seen them. They stank of fear.
Fear? What do they fear that could have driven them so hard?
The others. From what they say, their whole tribe fled their territory to escape from the White Walkers.
We haven't seen the others at the wall or beyond for thousands of years. At any other time, I would have told you these were tales to deceive you. But now, this is not the first time I've heard mention of the White Walkers. One of our boys declared he saw them when he was last out ranging. I've heard a few rumors since being at the wall, but these ones keep coming back. Something evil is crawling upon the horizon. I can feel it, even in my missing fingers. I'll bring it up with the old bear when I get a chance. Anyway, thanks for your help. I knew that your tracking talents would make a difference.
Так. Ну все. Сейчас можно отправляться.
That's right, make fun. Super players.
Твою мать, не туда. Так, ладно, погнали.
Very well. Is everything ready? There's no going back.
All is ready.
This is where it will all be settled, my friend.
I know. Sharpen your blade, for blood will be shed. Valar, cursed be your name, and all that you stand for. You took the lives of Serena and Tyre. And now, Jane, I swear by the Seven that you will pay for this. My death will be but a small price to pay. If I must fall, I will not fall alone. I will destroy anyone who is a danger to the child, whomever he may be. For the child, for Jane, but he cannot stay with me. I know only war and bloodshed. All I can do is kill those who threaten his life, make sure he grows up in safety.
It is time to meet your fate, Valar. My sister's blood will be avenged. Riverspring will never fall to you. I will not allow your bloodseekers to oppress my people any longer, nor shall you sully the name of Sarwick again. You will now feel the wrath of the Red God. I will kill you before the Queen grants you my titles and lands. And with the King dead, the Queen won't grant an audience until everything is once again under control. I can trick him, but the child? Valar thinks he is no longer a problem. If all goes badly, I could offer the child to the Queen. And then, I don't want to even think about it. I must finish Valar, and to do that, I need Moors.
On the eve of the day which will seal their destinies, our heroes are faced with a moral dilemma, as in the past. Two men, two brothers in arms, united by a shared desire for vengeance, but separated by different goals. Two heroes, two destinies, of which only one can be realized. Which destiny will you choose? And so, the story will be written in the name of a man who lost everything rather than abandon his beliefs.
Stop there, my lords. No one else is to enter the town without submitting to a few checks. You should know that the city has been in mourning since the king died. The Queen does not wish anyone to take advantage of the recent confusion to cause unrest in the town. Would you be, by any chance, related to the Stark family?
Not at all. Why do you ask?
No reason, my lord. It's nothing important. Right. Please give me your names and the purpose of your visit to the town.
We are Mors Westford and Alistair Sarwick. We have come to the city on private business, and we will not be staying long.
I see. If you will, my lords, please stay here for a moment whilst I check something. Oh, I think we have ourselves a little problem. You appear to be who you say you are. On the other hand, there's a bounty on your heads. Quite a substantial bounty too. Whoever brings you in will share a fat purse of golden dragons, offered by Sir Valar himself. But I'm not one for violence, you see, and I like sharing even less. So I'm gonna give you a chance. If you give me 2 golden dragons, I'll order my men to look the other way when you're about. What do you say?
Your offer seems more than reasonable, officer. Here's your money.
Oh, your generosity does you credit. Nevertheless, be careful, as others probably won't be as yielding as I.
Ладно, отлично. Будем заканчивать на сегодня. Всем всего доброго, до скорой встречи. Пока-пока-пока.